Everybody, Dawangthang here. We're going to be doing an analysis of all the characters that were featured in the Direct and the Treehouse. So the main ones I wanted to highlight were Ken, Incineroar, King K. Rool, Wolf, Simon Belmont, and that's mostly it, but there's some other small ones that we can talk about from what we've seen of the new footage showing off here. So might as well kick off things with the Direct. So if you guys saw it, you know, a lot of people were a little bit upset with how the Direct turned out. Some people were extremely upset. But I mean, overall, I think everybody still has a pretty positive response to what the game has to offer. It's just, we were expecting a lot more than what Sakurai was promising. Like, he delivered exactly what he was going to say. What he said he was going to deliver. So first up, we'll talk about Ken. I don't think there's really too much we can talk about here, unfortunately, because like the people that played Ken in the Treehouse videos, they weren't really trying to highlight him, and they weren't really particularly good players. So most of the information that we can get is basically based off of what we have here. So that Shoryuken is now a multi-hit move. It hits 3 different times. It looks like it's still going to be strong, but I can't imagine it being nearly as strong as Ryu's is. And okay, so this is one point of contention. I remember somebody was talking about how they thought that Ken was going to be a lot better and safer because his hits were multi-hits. Oh, there's 2 things about that. As you just saw, that Tatsumaki sends them literally nowhere at all. So you're going to be able to punish Ken immediately after that Tatsumaki. As shown here, there's not really a strong hit at the end of it, which is going to hurt him quite a bit. We'll see if like Yoshi was just at 0%, and then if you do have damage, that you will be able to punish you won't be able to punish him. But that remains to be seen. Like there, like Yoshi could just mash in the air. Yeah, like there's no way Yoshi couldn't punish that. So that back throw actually looks like it's gonna be pretty good. Slow it down. Put it in mute. So as you can see here, it's a full cartwheel back throw, kind of like what Pikachu has. So I imagine for stage positioning, that's gonna be great. I don't think it's gonna be a kill throw by any means, but definitely not a bad thing to have in your arsenal. The main things with him, though, are just a lot of animation changes. So, like here, instead of doing like a punch, he does a kick, which he's kind of a little bit more known for than compared to Ryu. And this is cool. So his standard jab looks like it has 2 parts, or if not, that's like the top one is that just the roundhouse kick, and then if you hold it, it'll do the 2-part. Yeah, like that's probably just tap.
He's a bit faster than Ryu, and we've also incorporated other tweaks from recent titles.
As far as the speed changes go for him, I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue. And something that's highlighted here that nobody's really talked about is like you are able to cancel your moves into other moves from what it looks like. As you saw, he just did up tilt immediately to the jab like there.
Ryu, he has 2 final smashes.
Or not, it's just the fat frames are just like extremely quick.
Uppercut, Shinryuken. We've made it look flashy as it is.
Yeah, Shinryuken looks great, but and they, as he did mention, they try to make it like the Versus series.
Final smash near an opponent, and you'll instead perform a Shibbu Jinraken.
I don't know if there's anything else that's particularly highlighted in this video. Doesn't look like it. Let's talk a little about Incineroar now that he's here.
New challenger, Incineroar. It may be a Pokemon, but it mainly uses
actually, it might be a little bit better to talk about Incineroar from what they show. Well, let me double check though.
As such, its throws are a bit more powerful.
Let's talk a little bit about him right now, because one thing that I'm pretty sure is if you do the taunts with him, I think if you do one taunt in particular, I think he gets a power up from it.
Cancel out of these poses at any time, so they won't open you up to additional enemy attacks.
That looks like that's a combo. Down throw to F smash.
Darkest Lariat. It was Incineroar's signature move in the Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon games. Perhaps it's something of a red cyclone. Its up special is Cross Chop.
Oh yeah, that Cross Chop is actually extremely strong. Like that almost kills. I forget. I forget who he was fighting, but like he almost kills somebody like at 100 with that move. It's kind of insane.
For its side special, Incineroar makes opponents run the ropes.
And then when you do that in the air, it makes the ropes appear literally out of thin air. It's really funny to watch.
If you're too early, you'll do a back body drop. Wait too.
Yeah, and then he's got 3 different versions of it. So too early, he launches you vertically. too late, you get nothing off it. They just bounce off of you. I don't think they can punish you though. And then if you're right on Tom, then you get horizontal knockback, but it's stronger too. So it's insanely powerful. So this is like the main way that he gets powered up is when he does a counter, he gets powered up for a brief period of time. And the way that it disappears is over time or if you hit them with your next move. Your next move is powered up significantly. He did something like an F smash and it did 60% with one hit after doing this counter. So the power up you get from this thing is like literally no joke. Like just imagine giving yourself max aura from a counter for one move or limited time. That's what that move literally is. So that's going to be very, very scary to deal with.
Next attack. That's Incineroar's idea of a counterattack.
Yeah, like that does 60%.
Max malicious moonsault. It's even
And I think
faster
that's
and
it
fiercer
for,
than the
yeah.
it's based on.
So I think that's it really for the direct as far as character analysis goes. We can talk a little bit more about the modes later on, but I want to focus more on the treehouse. Because those have a lot more interesting things to talk about, which is weird. You wouldn't expect the treehouse to have the most interesting things to talk about. But it's kind of how it happened. Well, where's the... Let me just go to my history real quick. Here we go. So yeah, unfortunately they don't go over Ken, so there is a part where they do play him, so I'll be able to talk about him a little bit there. Oh, is he playing right now? Yeah, he plays Lucario. Okay. So, and a very important thing that they stayed off from the very... What? Yeah, no, the belt gets powered up. And then I'll show you, after he does a taunt, the belt actually gets powered up too. So I'm pretty damn sure he can power himself up, kind of like Lucario does in Project Down, except he doesn't take damage.
So Incineroar as a character is really interesting.
Yeah, so as you can see, he's extremely slow on the ground. So he is canonically the slowest character in Smash at the moment. So that means, you know, there's actually a character that's slower than Robin currently. But as you can see here, his jump speed is really, really quick. I mean, that is something that's kind of universal with every character, but he can cover vertical distance pretty quickly, so it's kind of going to be like Falco in some regards as far as that's concerned, except he also has a command grab as well, so just being able to get up that quickly, like, he can literally jump up here immediately, and then, like, if you bring out a shield, he can just command grab you, so he's going to actually have pretty good platform pressure just because he is able to break through shields like that.
My favorite thing is just to grab people. Every single grab thing, whether he...
And, like, that's the thing. Like, not only are his normals good, but his grabs are really, really good, too. So, like, his pressure is going to actually be really scary if he's able to get near you. So that up throw, most likely going to be a kill throw style. His down throw... Is that it? Yeah.
That's all crazy moves. And my
Let me see.
favorite thing is just to grab people.
No, he does back throw first. Back throw is definitely a kill throw, as you saw. Unless, like, it's just, like, high set knockback. But he does kill with it. He does kill with it in a different thing. I believe at 0% you can do down throw to F smash. I was seeing that, I believe, in his trailer. Yeah, what's up, dude? So his forward throw is probably going to be his kill throw just because it's that spin there. Lariat. One thing that they were mentioning with this move is it is extremely high priority move that's able to beat out almost anything, and you can move forward and backward with it as well. So if you played Icons at all, it's extremely similar to the way that Zana works. So you have Lariat, you even have the side B command grab too. He's got the stomp like Zana. I think like about the only thing that's different really is like the forward air. Forward air is definitely not the same.
It's got crazy priority, and that's like my favorite. Anytime someone comes in,
yeah, because forward air is the drop kick.
It up. It goes through and trades or straight up wins with a lot of stuff. Oh, another one. Scott uses this a lot, which is the like right and left of me.
Yeah, no, I love the way that works. So as you can see, like vertically, it doesn't kill super early, but the fact is, like, you'll have a consistent kill throw off of that. And you have to remember that Lucario is a very, very heavy character, and he gets almost sent to the blast zone.
You probably saw that.
Okay, yes, like as you can see.
That you heard that.
Oops, no, I was a little bit backed out of it a bit too early. Didn't go back far enough.
Have it your way. He's got the old swing, so he's got a lot of cool throws, but really I love his special moves. So if you press the B button, he has this...
Okay, once we get to the side B, we'll be able to show it off a little bit better.
It's got crazy priority, and that's like my favorite. Anytime someone comes in...
His run looks so goofy. Like, it's even goofier than Simon's.
Trades or straight up wins with a lot of stuff.
Okay, so yeah, right here we'll see it.
Another one Scott uses a lot, which is the like right and left.
So there is a lot of startup to it, and yeah, so with Lucaria at 112 and being a heavy character, like I think if you did that to something like Kirby would probably be very close to dying off of that. So keeping that in mind, even though it's the weaker version of the Lariat, it's still fairly strong. So on platforms, that's going to be especially useful.
You heard that description. Let me see if I do it early. This is early. There you go.
Yeah. And then this will also show off what it looks like when you fail. Okay, so that's the successful Lariat.
That's right.
What percentage did that kill him at? So 126. 126 center stage, you're dead. So that's how you know like that's going to be strong. And that's a heavy character too, so you'll be obliterated if you're a lightweight. And then if you fail, it sends you a knockback there. So I think if you have a long reach and a quick move, you probably will be able to punch him. But I think generally you just won't be able to.
So don't do that.
One thing to point out too is that works really well in tight spaces against the corner as you throw me off the screen.
Yeah, Scott did that to him earlier. You can also do it in the air.
Okay, I got the final smash.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay, here they're just trying to show off how the counter works. So you're going to see it like right here. Oh, no, not here.
Alright, I'll show it.
Also something important to note is that you can side B to up B. So after you side B, you are able to do another action out of it. But you'll notice like Incineroar has one of the worst recoveries out of the entire cast in this game. Like he has low aerial mobility, his recovery moves do not go far at all, and his up B like sends you straight down afterwards as well.
There it is.
Okay, there we go. See? So right now he's at 116. And now look how strong this F smash is going to be.
And so, for example, if I do just a nice quick smash like that, it does a stupid...
Like, let's look that back in, like, slow motion real quick. Just so we can pause that at the right moment.
For example, if I do just a nice quick smash like...
182. 116 to 182. That is exactly how strong that is. Let's see. So it does 66% off of one move. That's nuts.
It does.
That's almost... Jesus Christ. So if you think about like how effective that counter is going to be, you're just going to literally obliterate everybody.
Yeah,
was what you launched him at. So it added like 60 on there.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, good luck with that, guys.
So like that's definitely going to be an important gimmick as far as Incineroar is going to be concerned. Like if there are like if you know, so this is interesting. So that's his down smash that he just showed off. So when he does his down smash, he bends down first, and then he does like a huge leap in the air. See, so he jumps up in the air and then he flattens himself, and when he does that, he's actually able to go over projectiles and like force a whiff punish out of that. Wow, Ridley. Oh yeah. Now this is actually like a usable version of Ridley's down B.
With it, you see how he kind of crouches after the animation, but if I miss...
Yeah, so if you do miss attacks, that he does like a pouting thing, but if he hits you, then he does like a victory pose. But that down smash, he flattens himself out to like about how that platform is and about that height too. So he can force a whiff and then punish you with that, and you'll actually see him use that in a match.
He pounds his fist in the ground. So he starts to mess with all these different animations of actually hitting.
Yeah, that drop kick's good. Like his moves are insanely powerful.
He'll sometimes have a little. So he points his fingers up like that, block it. There you go. And
Up smash is fairly strong too.
He animated. He's adorable.
And it was pointed out in the video too that you can cancel out of all those taunts, so you're not leaving yourself. match. You get one person, somebody else comes in.
Oh yeah, that dash attack, later on you'll see him use it quite a bit, and it has a pretty high priority, so it's actually able to beat out quite a lot of moves. So if you need to stuff out somebody that's trying to be defensive, that move actually probably won't be too bad about it.
Starts punching you. After you're taunting, you can dodge, roll, shield, everything.
Yeah, see, like, look, right there. Look how dramatic this is.
Starts punching you. After you're taunting, you can dodge, roll.
Like, I want you to get, like, witness how glorious this down smash can be at times.
Shield.
It's so goofy. I love it.
Everything.
So, very, very important fact about Incineroar there.
A real match.
You want to get into the match?
Yeah.
All right.
I can't just sit here
He-
and
yeah,
punch my
he's
brother
like,
as much
yeah.
as you want me to.
I do love how different.
So, also, yeah, if you played Zana 2, that the flying splat, that's very similar to what she had. So, looks like it has a strong hit and a weak hit as well, but I'm not sure if you can exactly combo off that weak hit. That's something we'll have to see, but yeah, no, just like a good long lingering hitbox. That's something that I feel like every heavy needs. And a lot of heavies are getting that drop kick now too. And you see 68%, look how far that sent him.
Oh,
That's
meantime
nutty.
Here, I'm gonna show some taunts.
Okay, yeah, so that up taunt, I'm pretty sure gives him a boost. See, when he does that, it makes the fire effects on his actually grow. I mean, it's not a new Final Smash, they just went to the old Final Smash, that's really it. So, I'm not sure if that actually powers up Incineroar, but I feel like there's a good chance that it might.
Oh, come on, really?
Okay, let's fight. Let's do the fight.
Okay, like to.
But yeah.
cool, so
Do you want to wait until the timer?
we
runs out?
probably should wait till the
Alright.
timer, or yeah, sure.
Also, it does look like there's a good amount of cooldown on the drop kick too, so we'll see how much shield pushback and how safe it is on shield.
No other fighter can you use that and then act afterwards. So after that runs out, you can actually jump if you have the space to, which is something that's very unique for it.
So the I don't know if you could hear that. So with the flying chop that Incineroar has, you are able to act out of it before the animation is finished. So if you do it like off the top platform and like you miss, then you're still able to jump afterwards. You don't just default plummet all the way to your death or go into free fall. Like yeah, there you can kind of see him. He's able to act after.
Is the little explosion around him when you land. Nobody expects that burst of fire.
And also, it looks like there's a hitbox where he's coming down and then the explosion afterwards too. So one of the things that he was trying to mention was that a lot of people get caught off guard by that. So basically think about it as a very strong landing hitbox.
He's a little excited to be here.
Also, I do love the animations that Incineroar has. Like, this little smirk that he has. I love it.
Oh wow, Jason.
Please don't clip that.
Let's get to the next match where we actually get to see them fight. Of course, it's not really the best of fight. They're playing on Little Mac stage and all that. But there are some things that get highlighted here
I
from
can,
what I
I can
remember.
cross chop all day.
Like, you'll see how strong that cross chop is. So, down tilt. So down tilt is a really good combo starter. When he uses it, you'll see that it pops them straight up. So definitely something that you want to be using. Yeah, as you see right there, like if he didn't do that dash, he would have been able to combo that into something. So that that down throw at like 0% is definitely a true combo throw. And then here, you see Pikachu did Skull Bash, but this flying knee is just going to flat out beat it. So
Peach is pretty good.
definitely looks like it's got a good amount of priority on it. So yeah, there he did the counter, as you can see.
Yeah.
He's still got it on right now, but after you do enough damage or enough time, it just disappears.
Yes.
Yeah, I think yeah, see, look how dumb that looks. It looks so stupid, but I love it.
I'll translate.
Sorry, did I just disrupt your load drop?
Yeah, here.
I'll translate for Roxy.
Oh, yeah. But now, if you whiff that side B, like, you're in a lot of end lag. I don't think he tried to do a counter again, but he missed it.
Oh no!
Yeah, so it looks like Skull Bash is still a pretty strong attack. What's up, Al?
Oh. Come here.
Yeah, side B. Honestly, I wonder how strong that move is off the wall bounce. If you get the full lariat. That's something we haven't seen yet. As you can see, like, Fair is still a pretty strong move. And I think here we'll see like how good down tilt is in a second.
Your actions today could like affect the entire
Yeah, he just used that to power himself up.
I can't believe.
Yeah, well, actually, that's good to know.
But yeah, look! Oh god.
Pikachu's vocal
I think
cords-
that was combined with the. I think that was combined with the down smash buff as well. I mean the counter buff. Let's see.
Absolutely disrupting the meta.
Yeah, no. So he's at 116 right now.
Yeah, well, actually, that's good to know.
Oh.
So 116. Yeah, and I think
Pikachu's
that's
vocal
either
cords
just raw or that is because of the counter buff.
stayed
So there's that's like 30+% off of one move. Should be really nutty. Yeah, so good counter right there. Able to go through the multi hits.
That's kind of fun.
So Scott used revenge.
And okay, so even if you do hit shield, you'll notice that the counter buff doesn't disappear. And as you see, look, that down tilt just pops you up right there. So probably could just like get an up smash off of that or something like that.
Yeah, you'll notice that we do
So yeah,
have
counter.
final smash meter on.
And then just-
That's kind of
Oop.
fun.
So
Yeah.
Scott used revenge there for.
So yeah,
Incineroar
down tilt,
now.
yeah, it's just
Next
such a
attack
good
will be
scoop.
powered up, but he
I
has-
do want to know what Incineroar's up tilt is. That's something that they don't show off at all. So that might be really good to combo into afterwards, and that might be able to lead to something.
will actually go away.
That dash attack also doesn't have too much end lag after it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So that's good to know. And that up smash does have a pretty good reverse hitbox as well. So that's good to see.
Wow. Wow. That was
And I think you'll see how strong that up B is on this stock. So down smash does 19% by itself, so with the buff it does almost like double that.
This is like pure professional wrestling right now. You know, there's like a storyline that they're coming up with. It's like
Okay, so that up air is just like a kick up there. But yeah, see, look, 55%. 55. No, it wasn't even at 55. Like that was 30 maybe?
This is like pure professional wrestling right now. You know, there's
No,
like a
okay. So he's at
storyline.
41%. And now he's going to get hit by that. And that does 15%. So it does 15% and he's almost on the blast zone. Yeah, Incineroar has a counter. You watched the direct, so you should have seen that. So what his counter does is he counters and then it buffs up his next attack. So the next time he hits you, it's much stronger. So for example, if he counters and then he does an F smash, his F smash does 66%. It's extremely strong. Like basically, it's like having a usable version of Ridley's down B to an extent. Like it's kind of dumb how much it powers him up, or like giving him max aura for one move for a limited amount of time.
Oh, oh wow.
Hey, just look at that. That is a strong ass up B.
You have this in the bag. And
Oh, dude, look, Scott is good with that
Oh, wow.
And see, look, back throw extremely strong too. He's only at 61%. Try to kill him off the top with that side B. Not gonna do it just yet.
Oh gosh.
See that up B almost taking him out now. I think it's because he didn't hit them with the explosion. He hit him with the actual hitbox. And now you're just dead. That was a great flash. Yeah, he stores it. But it's like, I don't know how the multiplier works. That's the thing that we have to figure out. It looks like it just doubles it though. Because like, he did about like 38% when he did the counter buff version of down smash. And then he did like 66 with F smash. So F smash might do like 30 something.
class those over, please.
That's not unheard of for like
Okay, let's switch characters.
an F smash. So
Simon.
looks like that is gonna be it for